Yo guys, this is Chris, the trainer for Fuel Fit Warrior. Today is day 17 of my 30-day Keto Fasting Reset. So I'm kind of just passing the halfway point of the 30 days, and as expected, around days 7 through 10, you go through a period of, it's not easy. It's the point where your body's well depleted of carbs, and you're having to really push through to be able to stick to it. But the good news is if you stay through that and make it to anywhere from that day 12 to 15 range, everybody's different in how they react to it. But if you stick to it, you'll be surprised, and it turns a corner really fast for you, and you're able to really dive deep into the process. And when you finally reach that state of ketosis where your body is using fat as fuel as opposed to carbohydrates, you feel way better. And I just wanted to also mention that today is day 3 for our 2 law enforcement officers who are doing the Keto Fasting Reset Challenge as well. And they're loving it and hating it at the same time, of course, because they're starting to get to that period where their carbs are depleted. But they know that once they get to the point where they're around day 12, which is not too far off, it's only a week and a half or so, they'll be able to stick with it. And they'll see the results. They're starting from a pretty solid baseline, but they'll see the results, and then it's a quick process from there, and then it's just a matter of consistency. So I just wanted to throw out 3 quick, simple rules that we use for the Keto Fasting Reset. Now, obviously, there's a lot more to this than just 3 simple rules, but these are basically what we operate off of during the 30 days, and then we expand off of there. Now, if you want to stay updated on the process of the reset and want to get the guide for the reset when we get to the end of the 30 days, then just send a message to our Facebook page, Fuel Fit, and we will be giving you a lot of information on there as far as the Keto Fasting Reset. You'll get an idea of kind of where we're coming from as a company, and hopefully be able to give you guys some really high quality value in what we have to offer with this challenge. And I'm really excited because these guys are going to see these results, and you guys are going to see it, and it's going to really bring the community together. And if not, then you're just ignoring the inevitable. So 3 simple rules for the Keto Fasting Reset. Board here. So we got 30-day Keto Fasting Reset, 3 simple rules. So the first thing, when we're doing the intermittent fasting part of this process, we want to choose a window in which we're going to eat. Okay, so if you're a male, you want to choose an 8-hour window of feeding, and if you're a female, you want to choose 10-hour window of feeding. A lot more to that on some of our information on our blog. Part 2, we got less than 20 to 25 grams of carbs. Now, this is another one that's very dependent upon individual people. This is something that is just basically an average of, what's worked. And some people can eat more than that and stay in ketosis, but usually that's the safe zone. Going 20 to 25 grams of carbs per day is really going to give you the ability to at least be, 90 to 95% sure that you're in ketosis. But usually you end up at the point where, around that day 12 to 15 range, you just know it because you feel way different. There's ways to test it, but we can go into that later. And then lastly, we want to increase our fats to about 70 to 75% of our daily intake, which seems super counterintuitive to a lot of people probably. But the reality is when you start depleting your body of carbs and you're doing this intermittent fasting time window, with those 2 things, you're going to need to be able to get your macronutrients from somewhere. So fats are the best option there because fats are a way more energy efficient fuel source. You get 9 calories per gram of fat as opposed to 4 in both carbohydrates and protein. And when your body is in a state of ketosis, it feeds off of fats. So that's why you want to increase that level. So you combine these 3 things and you're able to basically supercharge the process of the fasting and the keto as a team, and that's where we're getting these results from, and we'll be posting some results later today. So one more time, just want to remind you guys, if you want to get more information on this, just send a message to our Facebook page, and you'll either get me, or we have some autoresponders that are just going to give you some options. Check out our YouTube channel, check out our podcast, and start reading our blog, because we're going to be posting a lot of this stuff on the challenge on the blog, and as well as our YouTube channel. So stay tuned for that. I wanted to say lastly, I'll be posting later today some of the progress pics. For me, it's day 17, again, day 17 out of the 30 days. And I think you guys can see, I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just following these 3 simple rules. And, obviously having the experience of going through this process before, it really just comes down to being able to be consistent and just be willing to kind of suffer through when you're going through that tough transition stage, because it's going to happen. You can add a lot of factors in that are going to help make the process more mild. But as soon as you get to that point where your body's transitioning its fuel source, it's inevitable. You're going to feel the process. So just embrace it and realize that there is light at the end of the tunnel if you stick to it. And we look forward to being able to bring you the guide in that process and be able to do it. So that's it for today. Keep an eye out for all of our information upcoming. I'll be posting a live video of my workout later today, so don't miss that. Have a good one.